Did you hear the question?
Yes,
Did you hear it?
I heard it, yeah.
You can't summon a generation by singing a song.
Okay.
So what you got?
What song?
Yeah. What you got? Look it up.
Wait, I don't understand the question.
You can't summon a generation.
I'm coming up with a song? Is
Yeah,
that what you
come
want
up
me
with
to
a
do?
song that would summon a whole generation.
Which generation?
Oh my gosh, you're awful. Never mind.
To the window!
I better get all my people on the floor.
I would probably do anything Nelly
Yeah.
would get me. Hi, come to the real deal in the car. We're really in the car.
Always. We're always really
Okay,
in
oh my
the
God.
car. Welcome to the next episode of The Real Deal STL.
Mobile.
Why did you just say mobile at the same time?
With Mel and Belle and producer Kay, who's hiding over
What are
here.
you doing over there?
Hey, I was waiting for somebody to give me a grand entrance. Hey, y'all. I'm usually behind the camera, but they wanted me to be. I'm really just the phone holder to make sure it doesn't fall off the dash. So
Because we're mobile. We're just checking out a little Winsville action.
we wanted to do something out and about,
Show you all my favorite spots.
and there's a lot of real estate podcasts, and we feel like real estate might be more fun in the car.
Where I get my shirts and hats made. Minuteman Press.
Okay,
Shout out to my
Minuteman
friends.
Press in Winsville. Here you go.
Dumb's Floors. That's where I bought all the roses for Women's Council.
Okay.
Stefanina's is probably one of my favorite restaurants. I have Moscato and Cannellonis.
But what about cannolis?
I don't usually eat those because
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Cannolis are the best part.
Cannolis is like, you have ice cream, gooey butter cake, cannoli. It's all top three for me.
Are we gonna talk
yeah,
real estate?
so you guys must be rich and you get dessert when you go out to dinner. I don't usually get that.
The fact that you guys even order not on the dollar menu is crazy to me.
There isn't even a dollar menu anymore.
Then I don't go.
This bougie
Period.
bitch is on a budget,
Sucks,
but I
dude.
got limits.
Learned my lesson at the Emo's Pizza. Don't try to order a heart-shaped Emo's Pizza on Valentine's Day and think you're going to pick it up in any kind of a reasonable time frame. I have taken used
There's a
motor
cop.
oil over here, get rid of, that someone left at their home when they sold it. That was nice of them.
Okay, legit question. Do people really leave that much stuff in their homes when they are selling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, are we talking about little trash junk stuff, or are we talking about, like,
Furniture.
furniture? What?
Yeah.
Just because they don't want to move it? Or,
I mean, sometimes there's an agreement made and like, wow.
Nice blinker.
When I sold my one house, the guy wanted all my televisions. I was like, that'd take me years to get them televisions. So I said no to the television. So he backed out of the deal. I'm like, really?
What?
They're not even nice televisions.
that's not even technically part of the property. That's almost a separate contract.
You know how many Thanksgiving Eves, what was it, Black Fridays, we stood in line for those $50 televisions?
Black Friday is not even worth it anymore.
It's
You get
not.
10% off, and I'm like, I could get that on Tuesday. I'm gonna go back to the days where we were like throwing elbows and throwing down in
I know.
Walmarts. Like
I
for
know.
a
Standing in
$20.
line at, like,
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Going shopping at 4 a.m. Like that was the fun. That was the fun.
By the way, we just got a Wingstop right here.
Oh. New
You guys
Wingstop.
have
What about real estate?
I have an idea. Producer's gonna pull a producer card. We're gonna do a segment where they're gonna ask somebody who's like either first time home buyer or has never bought a home before. Like, give me all your information questions.
Okay, do you want me to ask you questions or
You
Hold on.
are a first-time home buyer.
That's what I'm saying. I ask the first time home buyer new questions. You have
Okay.
one in the car.
Okay.
Do you know where your budget is currently?
Do you know what your credit score looks like?
I do. I'm currently trying to fix my credit though.
I mean,
Are you
you don't have to
trying-
answer. Or are you trying to
No,
answer
but
these
that's what I'm saying,
questions?
like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you seeking other help for your credit, or are you trying to do it yourself?
Well, I've had a lot of conversations and phone calls, and right now I'm just in the process. I have a bunch of stuff that is in litigation because it was put on there fraudulently. So
Okay.
that's what I'm working on
Oh
first.
my God, you need Russell.
Give me any contact because I'm talking a lot of money on my,
Oh my gosh.
stuff that is not associated to
Yeah,
me.
that's what he does. Is he literally gets things that are incorrect off your credit report.
Well, I would love it.
Or he will tell you how to do things the correct way to boost your credit.
So, but yes,
Okay.
I have, and also I learned my lesson because if you guys listened to the last episode that just went live, they talked about people who are young and especially went through COVID like I did. A lot of us were given credit cards with like $10,000, $15,000 limits for what reason we got those, I don't know.
Man.
And if you go check out their podcast, you're apparently only supposed to use like $100 of that. So if you're like me, take this lesson and learn that that's not the 30% everybody tells might not be the best factual information. So go check out the last episode if you want to hear more on that.
So my question always is, where are you currently living? Are you renting now, and are you on like a month to month, or do you have a certain time frame you need to be out?
Yeah, so I am renting. Technically, this is my 7th apartment. It's my 3rd one outside of student housing. So like through an actual like property management. Obviously, the economy right now sucks. So I don't think we're gonna be staying here either because they're upping the price. And as you guys know, like, a lot of our stuff isn't working. I'm at that age where you're wanting to start to buy because I'm throwing so much money, especially now, into somebody else's pocket, and it's like not even a good experience. It's not even worth it. There's no benefit really coming from renting right now, I think.
Have you been employed for 2 years? W-2, self-employed? Were you a student and then became employed?
Me, like ever? Complicated.
Marie, if you guys, I'm assuming you guys would probably be joint borrowers and do this together. Has Marie been employed for 2 years?
Not at her current job, but she's been employed for 2 years.
Okay, so that's all that matters.
She also has, you're in a weird situation. Her parents are in a position where they can and will co-sign if we need to.
Okay, and that's a very good option. I actually just talked to a borrower yesterday. It basically had to say, here are your options. A, B, and C is, can you get a cosigner? I got a job. That counts.
I literally just wanted to drive you by my house. There's my house right there.
Where?
That
Hold
one.
on.
I need to see the she shed.
I want to go over here because they just removed all the trees.
Turn the camera around, hold on.
And trees. My questions when someone comes to me to buy, we have to get the money from the money girl.
That's me.
So
Right
my
here.
questions are very just, when do you need to be out of where you're at now? Do you know where you want to be? What kind of house do you want?
It is like, what is your current housing situation and your current payment? And then where do you want to be payment wise?
Well, I got super blessed. We got locked into a sublease. So we have a 3-bed, 2-bathroom, full 2-car garage with a fenced-in backyard, and we pay $1,100.
Nice.
So
That's-
on a D1 college campus, but it's in like the nice side of town. So you can't beat it, but they're upping our rent to
Right.
$1,600.
Everybody's upping their rent.
$1,600 at the end of the month. They're doing a $500 jump on us. So
Wow.
and we don't have electricity in our lower half of our house, so I don't think we'll be staying. So that is my situation. What would you guys say
Ooh, I
for
like
somebody
that
who was
house.
in my situation?
Well, absolutely. If you're going to pay $1,600 a month, you could have a house, I don't know, priced somewhere between anything under like maybe, I don't know, $240 or
Depends. It depends on location
because
because it depends on.
taxes and insurance all play into your
Right,
payment.
there's so
But
many.
dang, that's a nice house for a $1,600 payment if you can afford that. And then your rent, I mean, you're not paying, that's not including your
utilities.
utilities, right?
No,
That's one of the things you have to think about. Even raising your rent to
yeah.
$1,600.
Plus our utilities,
Plus-
we're going to be paying like a lot of money.
But that's the same thing with a house. With a house, a lot of people that go from an apartment to a house don't really comprehend and wrap their head around the fact that, oh, now we have to pay utilities. Now we have to pay electric. Now we
But I've
have
already
to pay
paid that
gas. Now we have to pay for wireless
because I've been
connection.
paying all
There's
that.
where we were a second ago.
But a lot of people don't.
If you're in like student housing and stuff, yeah, you don't have to do utilities. But if you're just in like a property management, I have to pay for
That's
like
that other
satellite
part. I'm not
and
going over
Trash.
utilities, trash, sewage. We didn't even have trash cans. We just got trash cans, and they start March 1st. So now we have to pay for that, and we have to pay for like all of our stuff is separate.
Right. And then as a homeowner, you also have the maintenance. When you're coming from an apartment to a house, you also have to think about the fact that now you have to buy a lawnmower and a weed eater unless you're going to pay a company to come take care of the yard.
I don't know what apartment you lived in. I gotta do my own lawn care too.
In an apartment?
Yes, I do my own lawn care.
Oh, you're renting a house.
I'm in a townhome, but it's property managed, so you would think that it would be included.
That
but
should all be included.
Yeah, you should have asked Jason.
I know, right?
He would have
But
told you no.
yeah, that's what I'm saying is I think like renting is so different now that like in my situation, like the apartments and stuff that I'm renting now, not in student housing, you have to pay for electricity, you have to pay for Wi-Fi, you have to pay for TV, you have to pay for sewage, you have to pay for water, you have to pay for trash, you have to pay for gas.
So you might as well own a
You
home.
might as well own a home because you're also paying. They charge like in student housing, they charge $1,100 per student, so per room. So they're making $2,200 off of student apartments because they're charging each student $1,100
I can't
for
even.
so you get one bedroom. And
I
you're
can't
paying
even
$1,100.
fathom any of my offspring coming to me saying, "Hey, so I found a place and it's $1,100 a month for my room and the common area."
That's what it was at the school I went to. You couldn't get an apartment less than like $1,000, and that was four years ago. So
I
it's
hope
only
my
gone up.
offspring hear this, because if you've ever tried that, it ain't gonna happen.
Right now, I would say the market is like horrible for people my age because our credit is not, we don't even have enough stuff on our credit to let us qualify for like actual nice houses. But apartments, I mean, people are really renting out like the bedroom in their basement for $1,200 a month. Like, and that's actively like what people are living in. People are starting to live in storage units. It is a new thing on TikTok that like they're showing people how
I would
to
do that.
camp in a storage, but it's illegal. So you have to like,
No, one of the things that really cracks me up on that level of storage units, the fact that everybody's all about container homes for the last like year, 2 years. It's a manufactured home. A container home is a modular or is a mobile home without the wheels.
I'm gonna live in a tiny home.
Freaking, those walls are metal though.
Yeah, so is a manufactured home. What?
Deposit was made. But there is a park down here that's very cool. But if you guys don't want to go, it's kind of
let's go.
It's gonna be another
It's cold.
several minutes to get there.
or whatever you think. I just want to have enough time to get set up before Tara. If we're gonna try to fit in another episode after she leaves.
Can we do any reels that were in the car?
Yeah, sometimes we just drive around checking out new construction neighborhoods and looking at what is really going on. A lot of builders like to tell you where they start with their pricing. That's not always the final price. So I'm trying to always keep a scope on what's going on out here. There's a new school over here. We got the new high school and middle school right here. These are our brand new. Let us know if you like hearing a young person's opinion about buying real estate in 2024, because it's not easy for anybody anytime, but
I don't know what I'm
especially knowing that you guys all were given credit cards during COVID, and
It just hurts my heart.
I know.
I just talked to, I'll bleep his name out, but I just talked to, he was talking to me yesterday about how he had a $15,000 credit card during COVID, and apparently he's been trying to work with this debt consolidation place.
Yeah, I
He's
did
paid them,
that.
found out it was a fraudulent consolidation.
Oh,
So he's been
no.
paying it to the wrong people. It hasn't even touched his
Oh
loan.
man.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I did that a long time ago. Debt consolidation. It does hurt your credit for a while. Took years to get it back up, but I did eliminate a lot of it. But guess what? They don't tell you. Whatever you didn't pay, you will get a tax document the next year for what was written off, and you're taxed on it. Your income taxed on it because you didn't pay that debt. So they're thinking, well, then you got to keep that money in your pocket, so we're going to tax it.
Oh, well, then
So
I
that-
got a lot of taxes coming
So
out.
surprise, debt consolidation. You get something to next year after you finally pay it off. You get another way to pay. So it's rough, but sometimes that's what you got to do. I'm never gonna pay it if I can't pay it in full. I'm just never making a dent.
Yeah, I
Like,
literally pay like $20 every
Yeah,
other
that's
week.
not even
I'm like,
making a dent.
yeah, for 10 grand. I'll see you when
Yeah.
I'm 40. Okay.
I
know.
could totally live out here in this.
Mm-hmm. This is
Part.
pretty.
I'll take that house right there. That's a perfect rental project.
Everybody wants that, and they're all like, I want that for like 200. And it's like, them people have owned that, their families have owned it so long that, and for one, you're never getting it. For two, it's like 500 because it's probably really sitting on like 30 acres back there.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap up.
So we're gonna wrap up. I'm not
Thank you for
even to the
joining.
park though.
Oh, we'll wrap up at the park.
I could definitely.
I did a whole
live out
series
there.
on parks that spanned last year and the year before. Oglesby used to be farmland, and a slave bought all the land from he bought his freedom, and then he bought all this land, and this was all his land out here, and his family after generations has passed it down, and it's named after him.
I love that story.
I know.
This
It's
is cute.
freaking awesome.
Oh, that's a cool playground. What the hell?
I know.
Yes. Hold on.
Yeah. Remember when you went down the slide one time? Brings you back to nature. Really makes you.
I think they
Connect.
missed the first part, but we were talking about the smell of the woods. That's okay.
I saw a snake skin one time over here too.
Just one?
Yeah.
Me and snakes in our backyard when we moved in.
But anyway, that was just a little overview of some of the cool stuff in Wentzville. This is just one of the parks. I think there's 12 or 14. Check out my YouTube page for more information on that, because I already did that like a couple of years ago.
The Real Deal takes on Wentzville. From the car, mobile.
Mobile.
Final thoughts, Melissa, for this episode? Taking on Wentzville, going mobile, young kids in real estate. What do you think?
All of it. Bring it on. Let's do it. Ask more questions.
Yeah, leave comments, leave questions. We're gonna do a Q&A episode.
Any question you have.
Deal. Heading back to the office.
Thank you.
See you for the next episode. Tune in.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, producer Kat.
That wasn't even like. Oh, hi.